Alright, welcome back to SOS. Some Stats Aren't Badass. Weird stuff going on in the world. Alright, I got a couple of topics I want to talk about today, and I'm going to put them together in the same video. This is your food storage reminder, and I'm going to talk about the recent comment from Donald Trump, which has kind of left me. Today I was thinking, alright, I'm going to look some stuff up. And I did. Now, riddle me this. The shooter in Florida was set to receive an $800,000 trust fund from the death of his adopted mother. If that was so, and he knew, then why would he have shot up a school? Why? Does that make any sense? Why is it every shooting involves an AR-15? Can someone answer that question? Look at the Vegas shooter. He had money. Is there a possibility that someone is... I've thrown this conspiracy out there before. This is a conspiracy. All right. You just think about it. You try and figure it out for yourself. It's an idea to ponder. But is there a possibility that there is a shadow government that has maybe you will do this, you will take the fall, or these really bad things are going to happen to you? Is there a possibility that some of this sort of thing is taking place in the background? Now, what do we have after all this stuff? All of this gun control craziness. I told you the art of the deal. All right? Everything's leading to something else. And we've already heard, not to be afraid of the NRA from the president. We already heard him say that. It came out of his mouth. Don't be afraid of the NRA. All right, so that's been said. And then this recent no due process. See, Pence was actually saying you don't want to trample on the rights, due process. And basically, this sums this up. Say my neighbor over here says he's going to he's posting comments on social media or something. Let's just pretend we're playing a game. He says, I don't feel so good and I think I'm going to hurt myself. And he has guns, okay? This is opening the door to this, right? All right. They visit his home. And if we don't have due process, then there's no innocent until proven guilty. It's just guilty until proven innocent. So instantly, the guy loses everything. They take everything he owns from him. They take his guns and everything else, and he's left with nothing. It's destroyed his life, because he had a bad day. Some random person out there could have had a bad day, and then all of a sudden, we've had this massive knee jerk and go and strip the guy's life away. Okay. What if someone in a leadership role in society, say law enforcement or whatever, doesn't like you and just decides that you said something bad? They decide, and it's their word against yours, and they come and they take the guns. No due process. Why? Why bother? No due process. We don't need that stuff anymore. Just throw it out the window. Your rights mean nothing. That's what that means. This is insanity. This is not something we can sit by and accept. No due process? Seriously? And we talked about this last night, okay? But I want to share it with everyone else. I'm not going to make a big spill about it, but it's food for thought. It's something for you to think about today. And could you imagine someone just rolling up. You've been accused. They come and take everything you got. You don't even have the money to pay for a lawyer or to battle in court with your due process, right? You have no money for that. You cannot afford it. And they've already taken everything you got. All right. Think about all of that. Yes, the conspiracy, and then, of course, that. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I just want to share that. And the next part of this is your food storage reminder of the month. And I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I didn't get to because of other videos. But it's okay. I'm doing it today. Now, beprepared.com. Emergency essentials. This bucket, I got it. It was 60% off when I got it. I shared that with everybody else because I get their emails. And I'm encouraging you. They don't sponsor me. I don't sponsor them. I'm encouraging you, though. These are different places. There's Patriot Pantry and all kinds of weird stuff, right? There's tons of them. There's tons of these places. And they do these massive deals, right? They do deals on food storage items. Like this one will last me, I mean, dude, I'll be like 80 years old by the time this goes bad. My kids will be in their 30s by the time this goes bad. So that's how long this stuff lasts, and it has a variety. And it's a 72-hour kit, 4-person. There you go. 72-hour 4-person kit. You can go this route. See, I got this for 60% off. It wasn't very much. And you can get stuff like this. They send you an email, and it kind of keeps you up to date. This you can make yourself, rice, whatever you decide you want to put in these things. We have flour, oats, and all that stuff. I've said before. We have everything, sugar, salt, all that stuff. We keep every bit of stuff. This is how we do most of our storage. I found these for a steal and said, hey, why not? That's a very long time, and that's something I don't have to keep track of or rotate out like this. This I have to rotate out. But I got my dates and everything on them so I can rotate them out. But Mylar bag and an oxygen absorber for these. If you go to eBay and you look for Mylar bag, 1 gallon, or not 1 gallon, but 6 gallon, 5 gallon, you'll find that, and they usually come with oxygen absorbers. Excuse me, I burped. Want some coffee? Forgot to offer you coffee. Here you go. Have some of that. It says Bay. I need some too. It says Bay. All right. We do canning. You guys know we have a ton of canning videos. And the purpose of this, I'm leading to something else. Yes, we're going to talk about FEMA, because I actually had Billy leave me a comment. Billy is the person who leaves the wackadoo comment that we have to discuss. Canned carrots. There's canned green beans. And we're trying to get our garden going right now. And this is, I've done this before a few times. Let me zoom in. There you go. That's bacon. It's already cooked up and ready to go. By the time it comes out, it's ready to rock and roll. And all you got to do is heat it up and eat it. You need to put it in the oven for a little bit. It's good. I've eaten, someone's going to ask me the expiration date. I've eaten 6-year-old canned bacon before and did not affect me at all. 6 years. Insanity. Pulled pork barbecue. I did a video on this, but this is amazing. I just had some of this a week ago. We made barbecue sandwiches for everybody in the house from this. It's pulled pork barbecue with homemade barbecue sauce. And we have that video. So, reason why I'm telling you this is because I get this all the time from people who tell me that in a disaster, their go-to is going to be the government. Government's going to help them and save the day and rescue them and all that stuff. Do not live your life with your hand out like that. Do not do it. I know a lot of you that watch me don't, but do not rely on the government. Do not rely on FEMA. FEMA is broke. They have no money. Look it up for yourself. And when they call to aid the rescue for you and your family, you're going to be eating grade D meat, and that's not fit for human consumption. It literally says it on the box, just like most of us do in the military. You'll be eating grade D meat and sipping from the finest little water bottles, but you're going to be getting crumbs, okay? They cannot afford a major disaster. When I mean major, I'm talking like I just got done covering in a video of, it was 20, at least 20 different types of disaster scenarios, anywhere from tidal waves, tornadoes, volcanoes, to civil unrest. We covered all that stuff on Patreon, but we literally have sat down and started to pick apart all the different types of scenarios there are, that and what is going to happen from each one of them, and examples of all these different types of events. And just from one power outage in 24-hour period, total chaos. Thousands of people are going to be injured, and hundreds of people will be dead. And out of most of the injuries, tons of them are going to be cops trying to save the day. But I digress. Point of this is FEMA cannot afford to feed you. You know, and other towns are not going to be able to afford to feed you. So the point of this is to make sure you start stocking up on stuff and putting them to the side and go deep into this stuff. This isn't just about bullets and band-aids. You got to have your food. You got to have your water. Number one, water, definitely. And a lot of people neglect that one or know how. I've got a video coming up, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. Right now it's pouring down rain again for the 10th day in a row. We've been rained on, and I haven't had a chance to go outside. But when I get a chance, I'm going to be doing the unprepared challenge, and I'm going to be showing you every single way that you can make water from stuff laying around, and how you can filter and survive and get water. Water's number one. Water's essential to your life. You know, your body is made up of water, right? Isn't that the thing? Very important stuff. But in a disaster, look at Yellowstone. If Yellowstone went pop right now, the super volcano, that's 240 square miles of ash. There's not going to be enough support from anywhere. You're going to be having to get aid from another country at that point. There's no way that the United States can cover that much territory and provide aid. There's no way. And at the capabilities of FEMA right now, they are dead broke and cannot afford to support anyone. So the people out there that are looking for a handout when a disaster, well, not even when a disaster hits, but the people who look for handouts now, and then the people who are going to be looking for a handout during a disaster, they're going to die. There's no way they can maintain and keep that going. So I encourage you, this is your food storage reminder of the month. I usually do this every month, but usually it's right in the last week of the month, but I screwed up this time. So you're getting it at the beginning of this month. So start doing this stuff. Look at those videos I've got and get some. Learn how to do it. This is all I got. Stuff for you to think about, stuff I think about, and me sharing. This is me sharing today. I love you. God bless you. And look out for those rainbows and unicorns. And I want you all to take it easy. I love you.